This is the all-new 8BitDo Ultimate Controller with charging dock. It's 8BitDo's latest premium wireless Bluetooth gamepad that works with both the Nintendo Switch and PC. The Ultimate Controller features a sleek, lightweight, comfortable design, mushy buttons, 3 custom profiles that you can switch between at the press of a button, a mode switch around back for using a Bluetooth or a 2.4 GHz connection, a USB adapter under the dock for your Switch or PC, 2 paddle buttons on the back of the controller, completely customizable and mappable buttons with 8BitDo's new Ultimate software, and of course that charging dock to store and charge the controller when it's not in use. It is worth noting before we get started that 8BitDo did not send me out this controller to check out. I actually pre-ordered this thing shortly after it was announced back in August, and it finally arrived the other day, so I figured I would share it with you guys because I know you guys like seeing cool stuff like this. In the box, first you're going to find the Ultimate Controller itself. Right off the bat, you're going to notice that this is a very lightweight controller. It's about as light or maybe a little lighter than the official Nintendo Switch Pro controller. There's also the charging dock where the controller magnetically attaches onto, along with a quick start guide and USB-C charging cable. The charging dock surprisingly has a good amount of weight to it and has magnets built in so the controller magnetically aligns and stays in place. Another thing that I instantly fell in love with are the buttons on the Ultimate Controller. They're nice and mushy, especially the trigger buttons. They have such a wide range of motion. Around back, there's also 2 additional paddle buttons that you can assign to do whatever it is that you want. What's neat is that 8BitDo includes a USB adapter under the dock which you can use on your Switch dock or PC. Technically, you can pair this controller over Bluetooth with one device and use the USB adapter on another to seamlessly hop between the 2 devices thanks to that 2-way mode switch button on the controller. Multi-point connectivity for the win. As far as design goes, there is no denying that the Ultimate Controller is a very sleek Pro controller, especially when it's on its charging dock. I think that's why I was so attracted to it, and that's why I instantly pre-ordered this thing as soon as it went up. The whole package here just looks really good. Under the charging dock, there's an LED light strip that adds some flair to the design of this thing. It looks awesome. As mentioned before, the Ultimate Controller is incredibly lightweight, and that alone makes this controller easy to hold for hours on end. I've already played over 5 hours of Bayonetta 3 with this controller, and I've been loving every second of not only the game, but also experiencing it with this controller. It feels natural to hold, the buttons are super nice, especially those paddle buttons around back, and there's zero lag or input delay. In games like Bayonetta 3 and Splatoon 3, that's kind of a necessity. Battery life on the Ultimate Controller is also pretty solid. It's rated at 22 hours of playtime per charge, so you're easily going to get through long gaming sessions without an issue. Battery life is something you don't really have to worry much about though, because you do have that charging dock where this controller will almost always be stored when it's not in use, so it's always going to be charged up and ready to go when you need it. Docking and undocking the controller is super easy since the dock has a good amount of weight to it. You can easily put the controller on and remove it with just one hand. The controller magnetically aligns on the dock, starts charging, and you can take it off and get playing whenever you're ready. This thing is just sweet. One of the things that I really like about the Ultimate Controller is 8BitDo's new Ultimate software suite. Here you're going to be able to gain control over every piece of this controller and personalize it to your liking. You're going to be able to map buttons, assign sequences and actions to a single button, control the vibration, trigger range, set up custom profiles, and much more. One of the key features here is that you can create up to 3 custom profiles and load them onto the controller so you can seamlessly switch between them with that dedicated profile button. It's great stuff and it works really well. This is an awesome feature to have, especially if you switch between devices often, you have multiple different devices, prefer a particular button layout, or have multiple people using the same console and each has their own way of playing that they like. The Ultimate app makes you realize just how flexible and versatile the Ultimate Controller can be. The app is available for PC, Android, and iOS, so you have many ways to easily access the software and customize your controller. At the end of the day, it should be no surprise that I'm a huge fan of 8BitDo's new Ultimate Controller here. I am so glad that I pre-ordered this thing. The controller looks great, it's super comfortable to hold, the buttons are nice and mushy, battery life is solid, and on top of that, there are a ton of customization tools to potentially make this thing the most versatile controller that you'll ever own. If you're looking for a new Pro controller for your Switch or a controller that can be used with different platforms, 8BitDo's Ultimate Controller here is going to be the perfect one for you. Anywho, that's about it for this video, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did and you liked what you saw, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button because it always helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to follow at Raymond Strazdas on Twitter and Instagram for much more. Until the next one, I will catch you guys later. Peace!